The awesomeness level of this show is about to go up another notch. We welcome in Elena Medeiros, all West Coast Conference performer, BYU women's soccer, 13th ranked Cougars open the NCAA tournament tomorrow against Utah Valley. Elena, welcome to Studio B.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, I have to admit, I'm having a hard time moving past the snub that BYU got from the seating committee.
I know.
But you have to. You're the team. You're one of the leaders. You have to just go out and play who they tell you have to play. Why can this be a good thing that it worked out this way?
I think in the NCAA tournament, we can only do so much to see where we're seated or where we're going to play. And I think we had a pretty good season, so I think we set ourselves up pretty well for that.
You had an amazing season.
To prepare yourself to take on this challenge.
Exactly.
Is that what you mean by
yeah.
that? Because you weren't given, the path that, say, Santa Clara was.
Right.
Which is unfortunate.
No, but
Did it take a little while to get over that? Are you past that?
I think we're past it.
Right?
We can only control what we can control. So I think right now we're just focused on this first game and getting past this and hopefully looking forward to the future and doing well.
One benefit that you talked about is that you played you played a fantastic season, and luckily Utah Valley did as well, because then you get to host a home game. That's beneficial in that way. Right?
Exactly. Southfield's one of the best places to play in this country, and I think for us, we feed off a lot of our fans, and we always get such a great turnout, and so having that extra support behind us is going to give us a good game going towards tomorrow.
2 years ago, BYU had an in-state matchup in the first round of the NCAA tournament against Weber State. Yeah. Now again, they have Utah Valley. So when you saw Utah Valley lined up across the bracket from you in game number 1, what was your initial thought?
We were really excited. We knew we kind of had a good chance of playing them after we saw that they took conference. So I think seeing that on the board, it was just awesome. Like, yeah, we get to play at home. We get to play in front of, it's going to be a huge crowd with both local schools, and I think it's going to be a good game for us.
Do you feel like you could have done more or should have done more to deserve maybe better, or you did what you did and it's out of your control?
I think we, for the most part, did really well what we could have. There's always ups and downs in the season, and I think one of our turning points in our season was that loss against San Francisco, and after that kind of defined how our team was going to finish the season and eventually with the momentum going into the tournament.
What's the game plan specifically for tomorrow? I mean, I know it's like,
don't give it away.
Score a lot of goals and win the game, but what do you want to do tomorrow?
I think just for this game, we're not going to change anything different. We're going to keep playing how we've been playing, and I think the consistency of our games, these past 3 games, is going to lead us with lots of momentum going into tomorrow. So I think our team always likes to play with high energy and that high-pressure defense, and I think that'll be one of the keys for us being successful.
On TV, we're seeing your face and a full-screen graphic on the Marriott Center.
That's on the Marriott Center Jumbotron.
That's cool,
wow.
right? And look what that graphic, the graphic that was written, has single-handedly won 4 games for BYU. You didn't even need the other 10 teammates in 4 games.
No,
How awesome is that?
I definitely needed my teammates for that.
7 goals this season, and that's not even leading the team. I mean, Nadia led the team in scoring. So if we had told you, and Jaron brought this up earlier today, we had told you were going to have 7 goals and be second on the team, would you have believed us?
I don't know.
It's okay to say yes.
A little bit maybe, but after Ashley got out, we all knew a lot of us had to step up and fill that spot. So I think a lot of our teammates have done that.
Is she going to play more, you think, Saturday, or do you want to save her for a potential second-round game? Because I know she played against St. Mary's, right?
I think she'll definitely get some more time. She's been playing really well at practice, and we've been needing her, and she's been getting goals for us. So hopefully, she'll be ready to go.
Describe to us what it's like to be a midfielder in the middle of the pitch at Southfield when you have that kind of crowd. It's getting loud, yet you want to communicate with your teammates. What's that like?
Sometimes it gets really hard to communicate just because the fans are so loud and the energy is awesome. But I guess when you kind of get in your little zone, and I know a lot of our team does, and just playing how we play and getting those shots off is when we all start to do well.
As a fellow elite athlete, when I'm competing, I can't hear a lot. Like my wife will say, "Hey, I yelled whatever," and I say, "I have no clue. I can't hear. I'm such in this, babe. I'm dunking. I'm shooting threes. I can't hear anything, babe." Babe, can you hear non-game things? Are you hearing things people yell from the stands?
You always hear just like loud cheering, but people will be like, "Did you hear me cheering for you? Like I was screaming your name," and I'm like, "Sorry, like I just get in the zone and I can't hear anything."
Did you hear the one voice among the 5,000?
Well, like you have to have your frequency tuned to Jen,
Yeah.
Alicia, Chris,
Coach.
Bug.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no one else.
Nope. Only two.
And those 11 on the
two.
field, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Elena Medeiros of BYU Women's Soccer on BYU Sports Nation. We'll end with this. How much do you want a rematch with Stanford?
So bad. I know once we saw the brackets lined up that we would maybe potentially play Stanford if we get past. There's a lot of excitement in the room and knowing that we could have a rematch and play them again. So it's exciting.
Let's give her the karma.
Let's do it. Okay.
Karma given.
You're aware of the BYU Sports Nation karma, right?
I've heard of it, yeah.
Busy Phillips from 55 yards away.
Yeah, that was unreal.
That happened.
Okay. Nadia Gomes, West Coast Conference Player of the Year. I mean, Elena. It's also works out that we have really good players on the show.
You happen to also be a first-team all-conference player.
No.
That coincidence is not beyond us.
But we are excited for you to go and play well tomorrow in
Awesome.
the NCAA tournament. We'd also like you to sign our BYU Sports Nation flag behind you before you leave the studio, if that's
Would
okay.
love to.
You can do it right now if you want.
Perfect. Thanks.
Elena Medeiros.
Thanks,
I don't
Elena.
think she's ever frowned in her entire life. Happy person on and off the field. What are your bold predictions for the wild weekend of BYU sports, including 13th ranked BYU women's soccer? Up next, we recap everything that's going on this weekend. Mark it all down because you're going to be busy. Stay with us.